guys, Tatiana Ward here, aka BEATFACEHONEY. Before we even get into this video, I just have to tell you, this is gonna be a long one. And it's a good thing because I'm showing you two different looks in this video. Summertime is upon us. Raise your hand if you like summer. Well, if you raised your hand, good for you, because I absolutely hate summer. I'm a sweater and you know, things just get yucky when I'm trying to wear my makeup. So both of these looks are going to be all about applying makeup in the summertime. If you've been following me for a long time, you know the name Kevyn Aucoin. Kevyn Aucoin is, I'm gonna say that he's probably the most iconic makeup artist that our generation has seen. He was one of the first celebrity makeup artists that emerged in the 90s, and he truly had a gift for transforming people. Long before I ever realized I was going to become a makeup artist, I found out about Kevyn Aucoin as a teenager, saw what he could do to somebody's face, and just out of curiosity, wanting to learn for myself, bought the books that he published. The Art of Makeup, Face Forward, and Making Faces are the three books that he published before he unfortunately passed away. But those books were groundbreaking. I had never seen anybody do makeup the way that he did it. I have purchased those books multiple times, gifted them to aspiring makeup artists that I've befriended. Yeah, just Kevyn Aucoin is iconic. So you can imagine how excited I was when I got an email from Kevyn Aucoin's people asking if I'd like to collaborate and show you guys some summer looks using his products. Yes, he has products. And yes, they are dope. And this video is going to be highlighting the new summer line that was released and is being sold at Sephora. So without further ado, let's get into the perfect summer makeup using Kevyn Aucoin. I'm gonna start out by using this product. It is the Neo-Elixir. You see right there, it says Weightless Beauty Oil, and it's got a little dropper. I'm putting a little bit on the back of my hand. It's an oil, so it's, you know, liquidy. I'm gonna apply with the foundation brush, Kevyn Aucoin. Yo, this smells so good. You know how beauty oils are like just the new thing and people are mixing them into foundations? So this is no different. You can mix it into a foundation. It's a great option if you're trying to make a foundation a little less thick. It says right there on the box, add a drop of oil to any foundation to create a dewy finish look. Take a drop of oil and tab the oil on cheekbones to create a glossy editorial look. Ooh. And I love that he uses phrases like that because those are makeup artistry terms. When you hear editorial makeup, just think of, you know, editorial magazine. I just wanted to prep my face with it. Okay, now that I have hydrated the skin, illuminated the skin, I'm gonna skip right on over to my absolute favorite Kevyn Aucoin product. Good things come in small packages. This little product is called the Sensual Skin Enhancer. It was introduced to me as a concealer, but I learned very quickly that just like with a lot of products, just because most people use it for one thing, it doesn't mean that you can't use it for other things. This can absolutely be used as a foundation, and you're gonna see me do that. It is a full coverage product. If you don't want it to be full coverage, mix it with your Neo-Elixir. That's what these little things are best for. But for these under eyes, I'm definitely gonna need to use that as a concealer. Okay, I'm gonna apply with the Duet concealer brush. Woo! Like, that might be a little jar, but a little bit goes a very long way. I can already tell that that is a little too light, so I'm just gonna balance it out with a slightly darker color. Okay, so with this little bit of product, I'm gonna begin to blend it out with the foundation brush. Concentrated on my problem area and then bleeding it out, taking the excess. The thing that I will say, you guys are used to seeing me use a lot of sponges. The thing that I will say about a brush is that I feel like it's not as concentrated of an application with a sponge, which is exactly perfect for what we're trying to do here. I don't want a ton of stuff on my face. I want it spread out thin. I'm not going for a whole beat here. I'm just going for something light. Let me tell you guys about this. This I had never used before. It is the Gossamer Loose Powder. Not quite sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but let me just tell you, it is bomb. It is a setting powder. So one of the most important things that you're gonna do in the summer heat is set your makeup. If you're not setting anything, then you really don't have a fighting chance at it staying on. You probably can't really see it, but this is like a rubbery plastic and it's got a bunch of slits in it. It's a super, super finely milled powder. So what I'm gonna do is take the sculpting powder. The packaging is just like, give me a touch of elegance. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little pouch for my product. Make it velour. Okay, I'm using the contour brush. So being as though it was Kevyn Aucoin who really brought to the forefront the art of contouring and highlighting. It's not surprising to me that this brush is like the most amazing contour brush that I've ever experienced, and I'm like, why haven't I had this all this time? Because it's so quaint. And I love that the sculpting powder can totally be used as an eyeshadow too, by the way. That is just a very respectable and nice contour. I'm gonna take the other side of the Duet concealer brush, and I'm gonna use that for eyeshadow, because I can. This is the Contour Book, Volume 2. And then you have powders and creams, so cream contour, cream highlight. This one in particular, I got it. Unfortunately, the colors don't really match me that well, but there's powders in here that I can just use. Even though they're little like highlights, I can use them, they're powders. I can use them as eyeshadows. There's a closer look. I want to take Ruddy Earth right there. Just gonna throw that into the hollow of my eye. Again, I'm trying to keep this simple. Don't want to look like I'm wearing a ton. The Prismagic highlighting trio. Look at it, it's so pretty. Yes for packaging. All right, so what we have here is 3 colors that seemingly don't look very different from each other. Oh, but they are. You can see there's like little swatches underneath each color. Okay, so I'm just gonna dip into the first one, Aura, which says that it comes out purple, but totally looks white. And like these powders are soft, like you could press into them. Okay, I'm gonna go into the next one in the middle, Illusion. Okay. The one on the end, Enchanted. It's supposed to be picking up a greenish color. I'm gonna take the one in the middle, Illusion, and I wanna dust it. It's so pretty. Okay, the Precision Brow Pencil. It twists. This is what we're gonna use to create a subtle filled in brow. I'm gonna take some of the Sensual Skin Enhancer. I cannot stress to you enough, the teeniest bit goes a long way. Making a little highlight under the brow. Spreading it out with my finger. Switching back to the contour brush. What the heck? Let's just see what the green looks like on the cheek. It features flip pearls that magically transform this opalescent soft powder into a brilliantly hued flash highlight. Again, you can purchase that at Sephora, but it is limited edition. Okay, now let's get into this. This is the Neo Blush. The color is Sunset. Put that right on the apple of my cheek. Let's go into Cool Tan in the Contour Book. And I'm doing that just for a little bit of depth. I'm gonna take the eye pencil. And now the volume mascara. Because who has time for a lash when you're talking about being outside all day and potentially sweating? This applicator is super thin and I like it. Okay. The Molten Lip Color Molten Gems. Look nice and pretty while I'm holding them, but you will not believe like the shimmer once it goes on. Kind of like the Prismagic. It's a high impact liquid lip color that like allows your lips to glimmer in the sun. I'm gonna take Fire Amber. Now get into it. It looks like a gloss, but it is a color. It comes in the 6 shades and all of them are great summer colors. I'm really curious about what this one looks like. Okay, Blue Amethyst. Magenta Sapphire, like it's like pink with blue specks. Poppy Topaz. Ooh. Pink Crystal. and Violet Quartz. This over top of like a super dark purple lipstick. You could see the amount of shine in them. That is it for the simple makeup. Let's get into something a little bit more complicated and more evening for summer. I want to take the sculpting powder, my Duo concealer brush. I'm using the contour powder as my first transitional color. This is what I'm going to use next. This is the Loose Shimmer Shadow. Roll it on, spread it out. I'm taking the eye pencil and I'm gonna line the outside of the eye. I like that this has a smudger. Okay, and I'm gonna take the Neo-Elixir. Just shake it up. This time I am going to mix the oil into the Sensual Skin Enhancer. I'm just adding a couple drops of the Neo-Elixir that smells like freaking heaven. And I'm just mixing it in. Taking the foundation brush, I'm applying it everywhere, and I'm applying it thicker than I did before. And when they say that the Neo-Elixir is a weightless oil, I definitely don't feel it, and it's not like oily. Now for a contour, I'm just gonna go into a darker color. I dabbed like the littlest amount with the Neo-Elixir. I can add some color to my face. This brush is awesome. I love it. On either side of my chin, on my double chin. The Duet concealer brush. I already mixed my two Sensual Skin Enhancers on the back of my hand for a color that I felt would highlight me pretty good. Taking that concealer, pulling it down, just cutting out more of a cheekbone. This is Kevyn Aucoin 101 right here. Just a super, super special talent. And so many people don't even realize that they see the effects of his work. See, I like the way that this is all balancing out. And I'm ready to set. And I'm going to set, of course, with something that I'm absolutely going to incorporate in my kit. The Gossamer Loose Powder. Woo, looking alive. Going into the sculpting powder. Now that I've cream contoured, I can go ahead and powder contour over top, which again adds to the drama. Going right back at it into this gorgeous blush, the Neo Blush in Sunset. I'm gonna go a little bit darker with the application. I'm going in heavier with the Precision Brow Pencil. And I'm highlighting under the brow. Oh, Prismagic, how I love you so. I'm going into Illusion this time, the one in the center. What kind of perfection is this? Adding a little bit more drama, I'm going back into the sculpting powder, and I'm going to add a little depth at the smallest part of my nose and blending it into my brow. I do want to take my pencil and darken my line a little bit. I feel like it's just a little too faded. Put it on the inside of the eye. Kevyn Aucoin's makeup was always so classic, so if you're gonna send me a bunch of Kevyn product, I'm gonna do something that I think he would have liked. And again, using the volume mascara. Still not a ton of makeup. I know that my ton of makeup and your ton of makeup might be different, but the Neo-Elixir makes a massive difference in diluting your foundation so that it doesn't look and feel so heavy. And now I can move on to the Molten Lip Color Molten Gems. This one's just screaming at me. Magenta Sapphire. So pretty. Ooh, this is so different. Like you can, I really just hope that you can see it on camera. You could see the blue in it. I love it. So tell me which products you think you're gonna check out. It's all good, but tell me what you think. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up. Look in the link down below in the description box. Kevyn Aucoin is giving away some of the products that I mentioned today, so why wouldn't you sign up? Duh. Most importantly, I encourage you guys to really, really look into Kevyn Aucoin. Watch interviews. You'll see his spirit was just so charming and his intention was so amazing. And he really impacted the way that we all apply makeup today without a lot of you even realizing it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you right back here real soon.